That Good Fight by Jara Campbell. There's a poem by Dylan Thomas that reads, "Do not go gentle into that good night." Ladies and gentlemen, do not go gentle into that good gripe. Don't freeze frame like a scared deer in headlights. Do not go gentle into that good fight. As humans, we're going to have terrible days and bad nights, but some adversity doesn't mean that it's a bad life. But life can be so bad when you fighting yourself, right? Let me break down this issue and bring it to the limelight. 16% of African Americans are living that mental fright. That means 4.8 million of us are testing fight or flight. When it comes to suicide, do not go gentle into that good night. Do not go gentle into that good fight. You fight like hell. It's biting at your fingernails. A community saying we shall overcome. It wasn't laying down that got us there. Depression is a killer, and the world ain't always nice. But there's someone that I know who will come in and save your life. Fight that fight. Even when it's getting hard, even when 21% of us living check to check and credit card, tripping on the balance beam, swimming under the poverty line. Who else you gonna call when you feel life is on decline? Money is a man-made power, but it ain't the word of God. Can anyone in here testify when they had a cold bank account but a warm feeling inside? That's our God. Let me find a wave to ride. Speaking of water, I know you've heard of this. Anyone heard of critical race theory with no idea what it is? Listen close when I tell you that 64% of black children can't swim. Y'all wonder where I'm going with this? Just listen for a minute. We didn't learn how to swim because we couldn't pool with them. I know what you may think. Why not learn in the lake? You mean the same ones where they use black babies as gator bait? When we asked for a lesson, we would be hanged at a later date? When black bodies could be lynched just for going to the store too late? Whew. I didn't mean to go off on a whim, but all the critical race theory trying to do is tell the black babies why mommy can't swim, cause granny couldn't, cause great granny couldn't, cause great great granny was told that she shouldn't. Instead, teachers are being fired and we're burning up the booklets. Do not go gentle into that good night. I will not go gentle into that good fight. You give me a chance to speak about black living and I'ma get hyped. I'm not just looking at the negatives. I'm trying to get your blood to flow, to spark you into actions. Go to therapy, study wealth, buy the baby the swim lessons. All I'm trying to say is you don't lay down. You keep kicking. When people beat us down today, we hang our heads and nod. When people beat us down back then, we turned our face to God. Arms lifted over our heads, giving him the praise. We praised him in advance, not knowing what would come in later days. When I tell you not to go gentle into that good night, I'm telling you that God is going to back you in that good fight. No fight is too little for the strength of God to help. I bet he's so tired of meeting us because of gun violence and health. Fight that fight, even if you do it for yourself. Thomas starts his poem, "Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day." Y'all, I'm so tired of our community prematurely going away. My grandpa once told me growing older is a blessing. It wasn't till my aunt passed until I learned that lesson. A harsh disease took her in 1 year. I swear she could have lived 7. A part of fighting that fight is going to the doctor for the check-in. Speaking of history, there's 63% of black women who don't trust doctors. Don't you see you fight that fight at home, at work, and in the doctor's office? If we come in with a name too ghetto, they might rescind the job they offer. They be like, I voted for Obama for both terms, but won't hire you unless you come in with a fresh perm. Some of you may wonder, who is them? Who is they? I'm referring to the system that be beating us down by day. They'll look you in the eye and say, well, you were never a slave. But when you look at the difference in that pay wage, we slaving every day. Black brothers beat down a black man, choose power over race. They shoot to kill the mockingbird. They playing in our face. How do we fight ourselves, the system, and the drugs that they lace, not knowing if today I meet the fentanyl or mace? Is it the needle to my arm or a boot to my face? It's so many ways to die. How do we find the strength to fight? Can barely find the tears to cry. Each day I grow more anxious. I wait till granny say who died and I breathe in, breathe out. How do I not go gentle into that good night? I'm tired of going gentle into that good fight, but I fight it. You gotta promise me you'll fight it. Show your best left hook even when they ain't doing right. It's time for us to spare up like the Revenge of the Titans. Punching glass ceilings, breaking records, reading Bibles. This ain't about no victimhood. It's all about survival. Some of you may still go gentle, and that's just the hard truth. But don't worry, because the rest of us will fight it for you too. Thomas says, grave men near death who see with blinding sight. Thomas says, rage, rage against the dying of the light. So I call on you to rage, rage against the system's trials. If you feel like giving up, just wait it out a while. Brothers, sisters, do not go gentle into that good night. Please, please, do not go gentle into that good fight. Thank you.